Hey everybody, welcome back to HitPoint, the JRPG news show, the anime news show, a niche news show where Baku and I will talk about anything and everything that catches our interest and or ire. We stream live every single Sunday. Don't you ever believe the naysayers who say we only stream certain on Sundays. We stream every single Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be previewing a lot of really awesome trailers, talking about some industry news, and we'll be responding to some super chats that come in throughout the stream at the end of the show. And I think I nailed that. I think I ruined it by saying that I nailed it, but I think I actually I'm back in progress. Thank you. I appreciate this.
That was good.
Thank you. All right, we can call it a day. We can wrap. Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you again for watching.
No. All right.
No.
So,
We have
good
a
to
lot
see
of
you, man.
news,
We have a
sir.
lot of stuff to talk about today, don't we?
Yes, we do. Oh boy, today is packed. So as some of you guys know, it is the Summer Game Fest. It's got like Future Game Show. There's a whole bunch of things that's going on in the past couple of days.
Buddy.
But I will start by saying that although today's show will be very packed with news and trailers and all these announcements, I have not had a chance to watch all the game shows because there were like 7, 8 of them. I did post all the times on my Twitter and Blue Sky, so if you guys seen those, it's on there. But yeah, I have not had time to watch all the game shows. It's just an obscene amount of things all packed in. It's like no news, and 7, 8, 9, 10 game shows.
That is
the future. Yeah, Future Game Show, the PC Game Show from like whoever's hosting that, the Summer Game Fest, Sony State of Play, the Xbox Live Showcase. Those are like the heavy hitters, and each of those will have like 10 different games that we can easily talk about. So I've picked like maybe 20-ish games to talk about today. There are a lot more. So don't think for a second that, hey, you missed this. It's more like either they didn't make the cut or, didn't make the cut because they were past our editorial cutoff.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
we'll end up
next
talking
week
about
we
them
will talk about
later.
it. Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. I will ask, though, if anyone is watching this right now and there are games that you would like us to cover for next week that we didn't cover this week, definitely let us know in the comments. It's probably something that's on our list anyways. But just in case, because I think over the weekend, probably something like 300 games are mentioned some way, somehow in these shows. So if I miss one or two, it's highly plausible.
Yeah. And be sure to let us know about them so that we can make sure, that we talk about them in the next one.
Absolutely.
What have you been up to this week, Baku?
Not a whole lot. Just like, I was gonna say busy, but like it was pretty an eventful week. Although today, I went to my friend's house to help them move some stuff. That's why I couldn't do the Xbox Live showcase.
How dare you?
Yeah, okay. I know. But they fed me. They rewarded me with this Vietnamese noodle dish. That's incredible. I was just telling Derek about it. I'll send you some pictures later, man. But it's called bom bò Huế. It's like Huế style beef noodle. It's basically what it translates into from Vietnamese. And it's spicy. It's got like a little bit of shrimp paste taste in there. It's got loads of meat and veggies and noodle. It
sounds
incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
what's not to love?
Lemongrass flavor. It's so good. So good. I had 2 bowls.
All week, I have been living under a rock. I have no idea what we're going to talk about today.
Really?
I glanced enough to like make a thumbnail, but dude, Amy and I have been. Let me tell you, we had just started Baldur's Gate 3 last time.
Oh
that we talked. But as of right now, we are like 40, 50 hours in.
Okay. Only
40 or 50 hours in a week between the two of us.
Okay, that's fair. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, so we just finished, I think, what people refer to as Act 1. Yeah, so we've gotten to like a new zone that has progressed the story forward. It's a lot of fun.
Dude, I love that, and I love that for you to be
Yeah.
able to game with your spouse like that. That's fucked up. I'm sorry.
It's
Excuse the
great.
French, but it's beeping awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a lot of fun. And because I've been playing it on PC, I've been able to install all kinds of mods that like help bring it back to a little bit more of like the tabletop experience that we are familiar with,
Hmm.
as far as like modifying the rules and stuff. It's
Oh,
great. It's been so nice. So
nice.
yeah,
Dude, I'm so happy for you.
there's one mod that I'm thinking about installing. It changes Withers' name to Bone Daddy, and people who played will know what that is. And
It
that's
takes a mod to do that.
well, Withers is the name of the necromancer corpse buddy who like resurrects you when you die. So
Okay.
yeah, Bone Daddy.
I see. I see.
There's all kinds of
Okay.
fun mods for him.
Well, you know what else I'm happy for you about?
Was that?
Tonight we have so many heavy hitters. So many. Like each one of these games, like, well, not want to say all of them, but there are a notable few that each one of those would have easily made for a thumbnail that would pull in a bunch of people on their own.
Yeah.
And if they just decide to stack all these together in this like 3 days of announcements.
Now I
It
will
was
apologize.
wild.
I know somebody was mentioning that like something about remakes and remasters and stuff. It's like, well, I threw it in the thumbnail because like they've been rumored for a while, and I know that people are excited about them. So
Yeah.
now I'm about to find out what else people might be excited for. Let's.
Yeah, we're not against remakes and remasters here. As long as they do a good job and there are people who enjoys it, then hey, I don't
Yeah.
have to tell you anything.
So shall I
yeah.
change our section overlay here?
Yes,
and just
sir.
dive into some new
go.
game announcements.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
20 some games that had us very excited about.
All right. So this first one, we'll start off with a game that has we did previously talk about it from the developer of Shovel Knight. It's from Yacht Club Games. It is the newest IP that they called Mina the Hollower. It is an 8-bit action adventure title.
Yes.
I mean, why stop doing something when you know what works? So let's check this out.
Yeah.
That's like Game Boy Color-ish though. It's not
Yes,
like,
exactly. That is exactly what they were going for.
100%. They're nailing it.
I mean, it's the Shovel Knight folks. Like, I don't
Yeah.
doubt them. They know what they're doing.
Of course. When I thought 8-bit though, I was immediately thinking another side scroller. No, this is a little bit Zelda-esque.
Zelda-esque, yeah.
I dig it. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got a little wall running situation.
That
It's cute. It's
damn.
so cute.
I
hope,
did not expect to be so excited so early on. What the heck?
again, this show is extra dense. Like, you have no idea. Some of the games that I had to cut from this because it would have ran way too long would easily be amazing. And I'll probably bring them in next week. It's like, what's 1 week in talking about them? But I will bring in some of the games that I had to cut out. Like, I think I had my short list was 40 games.
Yeah.
And then I had to cut it into half because I couldn't. We can't.
I mean,
go
I
over
feel like
40
we
games.
should at some point, maybe later on when it's slow news, maybe
Bring
not
them
next
out.
week because next week we'll do that. But yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah.
pull out the B list that didn't make the first cut and just like have an extended like the cutting room floor of the DVD bonus section of HitPoint.
And I want to say that it's not like those games were particularly bad. Sometimes it's more
No.
like I don't think the audience would be us interested. Like, I think it's a really interesting game that you should know about on a slower day, but because we're so
Sure.
packed, it's like I'm only cherry picking the things that I know will excite people.
Well,
but hey, we'll come back to them.
yeah.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
this game, they've announced it's going to be coming out on Halloween this year for all modern platforms. So got that to look forward to.
Heck yeah. All right. Next up, Indonesia is really just like picking things up lately with indie games. Like we've
Hmm.
got some really cool games out from Indonesia, and this one is also from Indonesia. Is a new action beat 'em up game that focuses on fast-paced hand-to-hand combat set in the city of Bandung, Indonesia, and is called Axe of Blood from the developer Exo team. We can take a look at it real quick.
All right. Yeah, let's check that out.
Yeah,
There.
yeah. So apparently this is just like some guy who just decided to make games and like just a couple of his friends. That's it. Like this is as indie as it gets.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of it's a little bit of a Yakuza kind of situation, I think. Like doing the wrong side of town.
Ooh.
And
That's some good-looking parkour stuff.
yeah.
And the
Just
X-ray vision of like bones breaking and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Kind of Mortal Kombat-y.
yeah. It's like a team of 10, maybe. But all like
Did you hear that Wilhelm scream? I don't know if you guys heard that.
but all
that was great.
Part-time.
Oh, that's fun. God. It's kind of brutal, but
Indonesia is coming out with some cool stuff, man.
Oh.
Like this could be the beginning of something like just a brand new IP that may just take the world by storm. You never know. You never know.
why
Yeah.
why are all these people so angry in these games though? I mean, hasn't anybody just like, said, "Hey, how about we grab a beer and talk it over?"
Nah.
Okay.
They
Okay.
want to get to know each other through the fists. Wait, does that sound?
Fisticuffs.
Anyways, this game is
Uh.
coming out in summer of 2026 only on PC via Steam. Check it out.
All right. Well, if you are into angry pugilists like that last one, well, if you ever wanted to see some Muppets, maybe taking it, in the face with a boxing glove, and with a Punch Out crossover kind of deal. Well, let's check out this Sans Strings studio, who thought that it would be a great idea, and frankly, Baku thinks it looks pretty cool. Let's. Oh God, I get the title now. Let's check it out.
Yes. See, I knew it. It was the right call to have you announce this one. Get it?
Look at that.
Felt that. Get it?
We haven't said the title of it yet.
Get it?
It's
Oh,
it's called Felt That Boxing.
yes. Get it?
Yeah, now they get it.
It's so funny. It looks so good.
Is this in engine or
I've no, they're gonna show you the gameplay, so you can take a look at it. in a bit.
Don't waste my time.
oh
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Eat bread, crap, burnt toast.
This is the gameplay. You have to dodge stuff, and
I've been taking dumps in there all day.
also gameplay. This is gameplay. There you go.
that's
It's Punch Out. It's Punch Out. It's freaking Punch Out.
what in the making shit is that? What in
What in the
What?
felt? What the felt was that?
yeah, what the
Felt that
jeez.
boxing.
Yeah, so there's no release time frame as of yet, and currently it's being developed for PC. I can't tell. Is this an FMV game? Like that? It looks. It looks like someone just filmed puppets, but I mean, is Is that the gameplay? I mean, it must be, but
No, the dodging, like it's Punch Out. The gameplay is it's got mini games, so it's not just Punch Out, but it's Punch Out, but also mini game. Yeah,
right.
But the
But I
main
mean, like-
gameplay is basically Punch Out.
But the question, I think, I just don't. Are those graphics, or is that just like
I
film?
think those were graphics, sir.
What?
Yeah, I know.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
See,
okay.
I knew Derek would appreciate that one because first of all, the whole Muppet thing would get you, and then there's the pun.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think you
Yeah.
nailed it.
I know.
I didn't
Derek,
think
man,
I'd be
I'll tell you.
so easily manipulated, but apparently Baku is a pretty great puppeteer here.
But all right. Next game. Look, a new Scott Pilgrim game announcement, 2025.
What?
It was definitely not in my bingo cards, but here we are. Tribute Games announced Scott Pilgrim EX, a new brawler where you can play as Scott Pilgrim, Ramona Flowers, and 5 other characters, each with distinct combat style. The game supports up to 4-player co-op, which is awesome. Yeah, 4 players. That's more than half the roster can be on the game at the same time. Let's take a look.
Oh,
I think it's going to be a fun multiplayer game. Just play with friends at a party or something.
yeah.
Just bust it out and get some controllers out.
I loved the first Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up.
Yeah, take a look at this.
The magical land of Toronto. The city has been taken over by rival gangs.
The vegans, the robots, the demons.
I don't know. Who could possibly have done such a thing? I wonder if this is going to feature the same like pixel art as made by
You can take a look. Scott Pilgrim.
that's gotta be. Oh man, is that Paul Robertson?
Told you guys, man.
I know Paul Robertson did the first game. Paul Robertson, yeah.
Yeah.
And Amaguchi. Anamanaguchi. Nice. The original composer from the first Scott Pilgrim. That is so cool.
Unlock the cities. So I feel like there's a little bit of Metrovania like elements where like you go into different maps and then you clear them and whatnot, if that makes sense. It's not like a linear thing, you know?
Oh, you think it has like branching paths and
Oh,
and such?
definitely. It was they showed the mini map like during the trailer.
So there was
Yeah.
a world map in the original Scott Pilgrim, but that was just a stage select.
No, this one is like it was showing like different kind of like interconnected like maps.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, I'm gonna
Wanna
watch
go
that
back?
again because I was so distracted by just the concept
graphic,
and
yeah.
and the return of Paul Robertson and Anamanaguchi.
You know we can always watch it
Yes.
again, sir. if you'd
Let's
like.
do that because
I'll call out the part where I think it's
I was just glad to see that Ubisoft wasn't involved in this one.
thank you.
Because that was the drawback of the PS3 version. And it took forever for them to eventually make it a physical release. Oh my gosh.
It looks so good.
So yeah, this game is actually in the realm of beat 'em ups and stuff. This is a little on the RPG side also because it's kind of like River City Ransom in that like you can actually, at least the original, you could level up, buy items, unlock new skills and abilities. So it really is like, or at least
Hold on. It's the map up there.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
map.
yeah, I saw
You
that.
saw that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely like a Metrovania style.
Yeah.
kind of, like map.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw it this time. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Scott Pilgrim EX. Super awesome.
All right.
So, This game is gonna come out sometime early 2026 on all modern platforms, so you can have many ways to play.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it.
As am I.
Okay. All right. Well, man, was that so that yeah, that was you. You introduced that one, so I got this next one. I was so excited by this. I got okay. So
I'm saving you all the good stuff, man. I
no.
know.
This was the good stuff. What are you talking
They're
about?
all good stuff. But
Oh, that's the truth.
Go ahead, Derek. What is
All
it
right.
that got you excited this
All
time?
right. Well, publisher 505 Games and the developer Artplay just announced the newest entry in the Bloodstained series, now called Bloodstained: The Scarlet Engagement. And this game will be set in England during the 16th century, before the events of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. And we have a trailer for that as well. So let's look at that.
A very complete trailer. This was from the State of Play.
Whoa.
Yeah, this was in the State of Play.
Again.
The State of Play this year
this is
so
Bloodstained?
stacked.
Absolute.
This is Bloodstained.
These human sacrifices must be stopped.
Oh, they'll show you the gameplay. Like, yeah, there you go. This is like the gameplay.
Okay.
I really appreciated that they show gameplay instead of just like all cinematic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's like their version of like 2.5D.
Yes. It is. Bit of an evolution of the series. Of the franchise, rather.
Yeah. Oh, you can speak French.
French,
Yeah, you
but
can play as,
they're in
like,
England. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, the other guy was speaking Japanese, so I guess.
What?
Yeah, he was speaking Japanese earlier.
With me. Cross.
But Japan didn't exist in the 1600s.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We all know that Japan just suddenly sprung into life in the 18th century. Come on, guys. Know your history.
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained. Scarlet
Ah.
Engagement.
Oh, there's more.
Yes, there's more.
More cinematic.
More cinematic.
So you've come, dogs of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
That would be such an annoying laugh to have, especially like if it was your boss's laugh. Could you imagine like being one of the
I
minions
ask
and being
for
like,
a raise every time. It's like, can I get a raise? Please, just your laugh alone. I feel like you
Yeah.
owe me money.
so
Alright,
this game is going to be
yes.
launching sometime in 2026 for the PS5, the Xbox Series, and the PC via Steam.
Heck yeah.
The PC, the one and only.
The PC. There's only one PC.
Yep, sorry. There's just one.
Yes, it's just one. All right. Next up, we've got Bandai Namco
Well,
announcing.
let me preface this real quick, everybody. Trails fans, just know it's not the right. It's a different person. Okay, don't want to get your hopes up.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up. This name is quite common in Japanese. Bandai just announced, Bandai Namco has just announced a new roguelike action game called Towa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Yeah, but
The
not
story
that
follows-
Towa.
Yeah, but not that Towa, no. Again, Towa is actually a very common Japanese name. It's like the many thousands, tens of thousands of Towa who lives in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. The story follows Towa, the priestess of Shinju, who must fight off the evil Magatsu with her 8 trusted companions. Let's take a look at this new IP from Bandai Namco.
All right. Wait, did I pick the right one?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
I trust you have seen it.
this is the Magatsu.
A beautiful world
Got a shonen situation going on.
reigns. struggle until your last fleeting moment. Your destinies are sealed.
Good looking animation so far.
Escaping
Oh, it has gameplay.
The characters
which,
look
again, state of play. I appreciate that they have freaking gameplay in the state of play.
on your guard.
It's not all just cinematic. Cinematic
Yeah.
is fine. It hypes you up, but show me the gameplay, please.
Oh,
Here we are.
okay.
Gameplay. Yep.
The surge of power.
I'm not a big roguelike fan. Like, I've learned the hard way that I don't care for it. But if you are a roguelike fan, this looks phenomenal.
Gonna say it's
actually.
kind of Shonen Hades. I mean,
We will live
Not
alone
to-
in this world,
not to sum it up in like 2 words,
no
but
matter
yeah.
what hardships await.
If you need like a mental shortcut anyway, then yeah.
I'm good at finding mental shortcuts. It's all I take.
It looks quite good for a new IP. I mean, hey, I am wishing them all the best. I hope it plays well and that people who are into roguelike would enjoy this.
All right.
Yes. All right. Again, this is Towa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree. It is going to come out on September 19th of this year on PS5, Xbox Series, the Switch, and PC via Steam.
All right. Next up, from Serenity Forge, they've announced a new psychological time loop life simulation game. Oh dear, I'm getting flashbacks. Psychological life sim. Okay. Called Fractured Blooms that had featured art by Doki Doki Literature Club, Stachly?
Yes,
yeah,
that's the
art
artist,
by
yeah.
okay, yeah, by the artist Stachly. And according to the game director Zhenjua Yang, I hope I said that
Close
right.
enough.
This game is inspired by real stories of their own family.
Yeah, which is very strange. It's actually part of the trailer. When you see the trailer, it'll be like inspired by real life, and I was like, what do you mean by inspired by like real life? Oh, apparently it's the real life of the game director themselves. I think
All right, well, let's check out the trailer.
Zhenhua Yang, probably.
Inspired
I'm
by
not
a
good at
true story.
pronouncing Mandarin,
Yeah.
so sorry I butchered your name.
That I
Yeah.
feel like that phrase inspired by a true story often
very
does a lot of
loose.
heavy lifting.
Okay, so this game is very strange because like it's got the super anime avatar, and then like everything else looks so realistic. I
Yeah.
was like, what is going on? But it's also a psychological horror series, Derek. I know how much you love psychological horror.
I like tomatoes.
You love tomatoes and psychological horror.
Plates of her legs. What?
So it's interesting that this is being published by Serenity Forge. First
Yeah.
of all. and this was also in actually this was in the Summer Game Fest. Yes, this was in the Summer Game Fest. I was so confused by this game.
So like, I'm
yeah.
curious, like, what part of this was inspired by like a true story? Like, oh, my family and I stayed at a cabin once.
You know, that I feel like that's something that we'll have to find out eventually after we finish the game. Yeah, psychological game, but also farming sim. It's just like, what?
Oh,
Fractured Blooms.
okay.
Yeah, it's I'm excited for it just because I want to know what this game is about. I am very intrigued. But yeah, so no release time frame as of yet. But this game is currently being developed for PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, wait, did I say I said wait. Yeah. Okay. You announced this next one because I announced that last one. So yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up.
Yeah.
That's
I was
right.
confused.
Oh, because it's a horror game. Of course it was Derek.
Of course
my
it
bad.
was me. Yeah.
My bad. I should be doing
How
this
dare
one.
you impose on my turf?
what's crazy is that like I had mentally planned for you to do this one and for me to do the other one. I meant to switch them, but I forgot to do it.
Oh, well,
so
I could
here's
do
for
this
you,
one.
Derek, because I
Okay.
think you would really enjoy this. Publisher Epic Games has just announced a new handcrafted co-op platform adventure called Out of Words. This is a game that is similar to games like Bokura and Split Fiction, where you must play with another friend to co-op, platform action, and solve puzzles.
Okay.
Let's take a look
sure.
at this. Yeah.
Yeah, let's check it out.
I recommend these games for you, Derek. Like, if you ever want to play something like this with Amy, it's just like co-op platform puzzle solving. I think it's fun for couples. It's really cool.
Yeah. I haven't
That's how
seen
they
something.
make the animation. It's like stop animation kind of
Yeah.
deal. Yeah. So you have to play with a friend together and solve puzzles and do platform stuff like at the same time. Like there's no one player. It
Right.
always has to be two people. Always.
Yeah. Kind of like It Takes Two.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that kind of game.
Yeah.
A platform.
That is neat.
It doesn't look really good.
I mean,
I love these
yeah.
games. These games are usually very chill. You just sit down with a friend or something and just hang out. Like this is kind of a hangout game. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah.
I
So
recommend it.
very cool. When's it coming out?
So this one is releasing sometime in 2026, so next year, on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. This game will support cross-platform co-op. So if you've got a friend out there who's playing on a PC and you're on a PS5, guess what? You're in luck because you can still play with them even though they're on a different platform. Awesome.
Sweet.
Need more of that.
All right. Well, in that case, let's talk about this next one that I think you and I have been actually talking about this one for a while. Yeah, we have long expected the reveal of this game from Square Enix. And we finally got the confirmation that Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, the remastered version of has been announced. And here is the first look at the game.
Yes. This was in the Sony State of Play. Sony State of Play was stacked. Actually, this Sony State of Play that came out this past Friday passed their previous view record.
Wow.
Like more people watched that State of Play than they ever had since the inception of State of Play.
That we might know salvation.
Oh,
If you feel
Doesn't
wrong,
look
blame
good.
yourself.
that looks...
Why do you fight? Why
Looks
walk
very
this
good.
path of subterfuge and conflict?
It looks kind of like when they remade Tactics Ogre.
Heavens fall upon your
Yeah.
Kind of similar. I mean, from like the art perspective, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they definitely took
that's a-
some things they've learned from remaking, remastering Tactics Ogre and applied it here
Sure.
for sure. Yeah. And
Oh, and you can play both versions, classic and
Yeah.
enhanced. That will make everybody very happy.
more things for you to read after that, as you will see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming out on the 30th
Mhm.
of September. So
Yes.
yeah, coming out on the 30th of September, which is pretty sweet. It's going to feature the enhanced version with a revised script and fully voiced dialogue.
Fully voiced dialogue.
New user interface, graphics, additional characters, conversations, and dialogues, and other quality of life improvements. The game will also feature the classic version that is faithful to the 97 experience.
Yes.
So yeah, all modern platforms on the 30th of September. So set your watches now to the countdown. Put in your PTO for for 9:30 through the end of yeah.
I kind of hope that all remaster will do that from now on. Like the baseline include the classic version and just touch it up just a tad and just leave it alone.
I know.
And then if you want to go the extra distance, give us the enhanced version in the same cartridge and do whatever you want, okay? And if people
Yeah.
doesn't like that, go play the classics. Stop complaining. Like I just don't want to hear it. I'm tired of it. Right? Just have both. Have both.
Yeah, I'm excited for it though, because I know that a lot of people have really just been really excited about this game for a long time. I mean, this was
right.
first indicated that we would be getting something like this in the Nvidia leak. I do believe that this is one of the last two that were revealed in that leak that I've been keeping an eye on. The other
Just the
being Final
FF9
Fantasy
remake.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, is there anything else? I thought that was it. Like that was it.
Those are like the big ones that I think people cared about like the most.
Well, RPGs, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that people cared about the most.
And like,
I am people. We are people.
yeah, we are the people. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else. Like FF9 remake was the last, and every one of these had been true. So that list is like, 9 out of 10 like hits basically.
God, I know.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Highly accurate leak. Like we know for dang sure that was like the leak to watch.
So for real though, I'm super excited for whatever Final Fantasy 9 remake may or may not end up being.
Yeah.
That was a stacked leak.
Yeah, given what we've seen that was on the list and what we've seen that actually came out and hold true, FF9 is a pretty high probability that unless they canceled it, it's coming for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, next up, Derek, did you know that Game Freak make games that aren't Pokemon?
They made the Little Town Hero once.
Well, that one time.
Well, so the thing about Game Freak is, before they were Game Freak, they were known as Creatures, and Creatures was previously known as Ape, who were the original creators of like Earthbound in collaboration with HAL Laboratories and Nintendo. So like, yeah, like they have a history of like actually making solid stuff.
And then Pokemon just kind of like, wow.
Well, and then the Nintendo company just sort of started starving them. So
Yeah, you guys are the Pokemon company now. Oh wait, no, we have a Pokemon company.
yeah. I kind of hate the fact that that Little Town Hero ended up being kind of a flop. But
Yeah.
I did know that they occasionally made something that was not Pokemon, and I'm curious.
Well, guess what, Derek? They have just announced a new IP called Beast of Reincarnation, an action-adventure game that takes place in post-apocalyptic Japan, which follows the story of Emma, known as the Blighted One, and her loyal K9 companion, Ku. Take a look at what Game Freak is capable of when they're not making Pokemon games, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at that. I don't know if I want to get my hopes up. I mean, if it's here, then maybe I should.
It looks good. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Okay.
That might not necessarily be your cup of tea, but can't deny that it looks great.
Sure. Pretty graphics.
Doesn't that look like something straight from what is it called? Princess Mononoke?
I was gonna say,
footstep, and then there's like grass that just springs up.
Yeah.
Like it's like life itself.
I was gonna
That's
say it
the
looks something like
K9.
oh god, what's that creator who makes Shadow of the Colossus and The Last
I
Guardian?
can't remember.
I can't remember either, but it looks like
This-
anyways.
This feels like Sekiro a little bit
What?
from the jumps, like the
Yeah.
the wire poles. Like feels a little bit like Sekiro.
So they've been working on this for a
40,
while then, for sure.
I would imagine so. Yes, this is not
So-
something that just pull out of they're behind.
So
This game looks incredible, and we're like, who's making this one? Game Freak. What? The Pokemon guys? Yeah, them.
this raises so many. I mean, yes, it looks fantastic, but it raises so many questions. Like, I guess part of me
Beast
wants
of
to say,
Reincarnation.
where was this budget in Pokemon? Like, where were these talented people? But obviously, the talented people were making this game instead.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So
okay.
Yeah.
So this is Game Freak saying, yeah, we actually do know how to make beautiful games, and it's not our fault that Pokemon looks like that.
Pokemon I just feel like there's a lot of it has to do with the system limitations still, but at the same time, even with the system limitation excuse, it still isn't great. So it's kind of like it's half and half, but I think both of them came together and just made the game like not great. But as you can see, they can actually make a really cool looking game if you just like lift some of these restrictions off. We'll see what happens in 2026. Hopefully it runs in 30 FPS. So here's the thing, because this is an action oriented title, I would be surprised if it doesn't run on 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a turn-based situation, I would agree. Like it wouldn't run more than 30 frames per second. But just wait until you hear what system they're on. It's on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC, not the Switch. The Switch is notably absent here. Okay.
Interesting.
Yes, sometime on 2026, on the announcement, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. No Switch mentioned, which is strange. But again, I think that's the more interesting part in all this. So, yeah, just wait for Beast of Reincarnation, guys.
All right. Well, that's that. Wow.
I told you this show is stacked. Go on, sir. Go on.
I can't go on. I can't find the words. I'm still like stuck. That was Game Freak?
That was Game Freak, man. I was shocked too.
That was Game Freak. I went to high school with that person. They look completely different. They had a glow up.
They had glow up.
I didn't even recognize them. My God. Last time I saw them, people were like giving them wedgies in the hall, and now they're like, oh, jeez. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to this next one.
This next one's also kind of a glow up once you see it.
Yeah. It's from Bandai Namco. And this time it's Digimon. I think they're going to try and make me care about Digimon again. Let's see if they can.
I think they will.
The newest Digimon Story entry. Digimon Story Time Stranger is coming out, and Baku says that it looks fabulous. Well, I'll see about that.
Okay, you know what? It's a hot take, and I'm gonna get like the pitchfork coming in, but this compared to Pokemon Legend AZ, this looks modern and it looks 100 times better. Not even close. They're not even on the same league. Not even close.
Well, let's take a look.
Close.
Let's take a look at this.
I'm gonna get so much hate. I'm getting all the Pokemon lovers just sending me
the last time we talk Pokemon, all the fans came out to support us. So
that is true. And I'll remind you guys that I'm actually a Pokemon fan, not a Digimon fan. I never really care for Digimon, but look at this game and you can't tell me this doesn't look like absolutely amazing.
Okay, let's see it.
Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
It's probably a phase electron life form. Is that what you call
yeah.
it? I'll always be right.
Damn it, you're right, Baku. That does look
right.
Damn good. That looks so good.
100 times better. They don't get that weird like uncanny valley from like the Pokemon. I don't know what they're trying to do in Pokemon with the people. Like, are you trying to make them look real or not real? Like, just pick one.
Is this the same Digimon that we like saw a trailer for the other day that also looked really really good and tried to make me care about it? Is this the same game or is this a different one?
It's the same one.
Okay, it is the same.
Yeah,
okay.
It is the same one. Just more of it.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure, because I'm like...
Now we're seeing like some gameplay stuff, so I'm just like, okay, we're gonna...
That
took the
looks
world from them for this
really,
purpose and this purpose
really
alone
cool.
were you born.
That thing
Okay,
opens,
and you know
then
what?
swarmed.
I realized also pretty recently that like it's okay if some of the Digimon look kind of derpy at first because like they are specifically meant to be digital avatars of like just creatures or whatever, right? So like they're allowed to be kind of uncanny like and not looking normal and like a real creature like
I feel like if they made Digimon story basically SMT but with Digimon, it would sell.
Oh God, you're
If
right.
it's if it's Persona or SMT, but just instead of demons, it's Digimon.
Maybe if they did it, but they added more guns.
Just Pow World's gonna start suing.
Just imagine
Derek, please.
Digimon with guns.
Pow World's gonna sue. The irony.
Yeah, them and what money after Nintendo takes it all.
Well, they need that money so that they can then fight.
I know.
Nintendo.
All right, that looked admittedly pretty dang good, and it's coming out on the 3rd of October for PS5, the Xbox Series, PC, and Steam. If you care, PS5 and Xbox will only support up to 30 FPS. PC, however, will support all 60 frames under optimal conditions.
Yeah, that's all from the developer, and I'm a little disappointed, but at the same time, it is turn-based. It's like I don't know, Bandai Namco. I feel like you could do 60 FPS on a PS5 and Xbox Series.
Yeah.
Like if it was like PS4 and the Switch and all that, like I get it, but it's Xbox Series, it's PS5, and it's
on the
PC.
other hand, Baku, to play devil's advocate here, optimization is hard.
Are they optimizing or are they just building a game that would just play in 60 FPS native? You see what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah. It requires optimization. That's part of it. Like,
Anyways, well, not to end on a sour note with Bandai Namco for sure. Here's another one from Bandai Namco.
This one caught my eye. This one when I was scrolling through. This one caught my eye.
All right, and the game that in question is Code Vein 2. The game will take place in a future where humans and revenants coexist, with the sudden appearance of an entity called Lunar Rapices. Yeah. Revenants are being transformed into mindless monsters simply known as horrors. Player will have to travel between the past and present to search for clues to prevent the world's destruction.
All right, let's check out Anime Souls 2.
Okay, Anime Souls threw me off so hard when I saw the trailer, because the monsters and everything looks so like realistic and stuff, and then there's anime like boy, and I'm like, what is going on? There's anime boy right here who is very anime.
Oh yeah,
and then here's a really good looking monster.
It's Yu Nakamura from Persona 4.
This very realistic looking monster, very detailed, and then there's anime like anime boy. like what is going on?
Interesting how the blood is gold,
yellow. Yeah.
So I mean, I always wanted to play Code Vein. I just never did. I have it.
Anime Souls, yeah. Anime Souls.
She was just looking for head pats.
She was looking for head pats. She said, "Oh, Nita, why?"
If time were a weapon to wield,
I would hate to have my heart exposed like that. I don't know. This feels so bare.
Baku, you do expose your heart to the world every time you're on HitPoint.
Oh no. I feel naked. Yeah, the graphics kind of crash a little bit for me. I feel like they could make the character look just slightly more textured.
For what it's worth, yes, but also, you'll hardly ever see his face except during cutscenes.
Oh no, you'll see his face plenty because of all the dialogues in Code Vein.
Is there dialogues in Code Vein?
There's a lot of dialogues. Well, okay, I don't know about Code Vein 2 because they could honestly change out of that. But Code Vein 1, yeah, when I was watching gameplays of it, there was a lot of dialogues.
Oh, okay.
A lot of interpersonal communication between you and the other hunters.
So it's not very Souls-like at all in that case.
The gameplay is Souls.
Okay.
But everything else is not. Yeah.
Well,
it has
I
its own
think
flair.
as far as like what they showed, that looked pretty cool. It looked exactly
does.
like it looked like what I would expect Code Vein 2 to look like.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
and it's coming out sometime 2026 for the PS5, the Xbox Series, and PC via Steam.
Yes. And you also get the next one, Derek. You're welcome.
Oh, cool. Well, in that case, let's switch gears to a Chinese studio called Lean Z Games, and publisher 505. They've released a new trailer for one of their upcoming action RPGs that's we should all take a look at, called WUCHANG, Fallen Feathers.
Yes.
All right.
Another fantastic looking. A lot of these games, any one of these, Code Vein, this game, some other games that's coming up, any of them would have made fine thumbnail, like headline news. But they all stack. And this is not even like the craziest announcements.
I'm not used to having so many new IPs to choose from.
Oh boy, it's dizzying.
Oh man, did you see that? Dandelions going everywhere, guys.
There's gonna be so many more dandelions.
My dad nightmares.
so much weed. But dandelion's edible. Well, parts of it is. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it's actually like a delicacy in some places, but
yeah,
they're just a weed here. Yeah, jaw-dropping visuals.
Mm-hmm. They're all coming out swinging this summer, man. Like they're all vying for your attention.
Chinese developers smells money in the water, and they're like, "We got this."
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, they realized that they don't need Japan to make good first-person titles, so they retreated from Japan and just start opening studio in China.
China says, "Hold my wife."
They should have done to begin with.
That's
I mean, WUCHANG if WUCHANG has shown anything, or if like things like I don't know, Liza P have shown anything, it's they don't need Japan per se.
Yeah. So it's coming out on July 24th, 2025 for PS5, the Xbox Series, and PC via Steam.
All right. Well, speaking of Japan, though, I mean, just because they don't need Japan doesn't mean that Japan aren't making crazy good-looking games themselves. This time, from announcements from Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja, the latest SOAS title, Nioh 3. See, another like headliner game that there are so many fans that are so excited for the new Nioh. Let's take a look at Nioh 3, guys.
All right, let's take a look.
This would have easily been
dear, it's a mature
thumbnail.
game, guys. If you know, avert your eyes if you're
I think it's just a lot of like
immature
blood situation. Nothing lewd, I assure
Since
you.
time immemorial, this power has been the impetus for human wars.
Impetus. Team Ninja. Team Ninja's busy, man.
I know, it feels like we're
Team
talking
Ninja
about them
is so
very often.
busy. Yeah.
And one thick with the presence of Aratama.
That looks cool.
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be so much rage quitting, so many crashing out coming, guys. You can
Wait a
switch between
second.
ninja and samurai mode now. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
That
A little bit of Sekiro action every now and then.
I guess so.
You think about how to tackle a map.
Huh.
I mean, it could either be really good or like not great. So I'm a little impartial right now. Like,
Is it like a
depends
switch
on the
between two
execution.
characters, or like is it the same guy like
Same
just
guy.
changing modes?
Same guy.
That seems like a clash of like values.
We'll have to see how they execute it. I mean, it could be good or
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
But
brilliant.
It is
though.
Team Ninja, so I mean, they're just.
Yeah. It's not Team Samurai though. I mean,
It's
that's
not Team Samurai, it's Team Ninja.
Yeah.
So this one is coming out early 2026 on PS5 and PC via Steam. The alpha demo will be available right now, actually, on PS5 until June 18th. So if you're interested in this game, you have a PS5, you could play the alpha demo right now. And you have until the 18th to do so.
Awesome. Well, in that case, let's move along. Let's keep up the ninja theme, though.
Yeah, definitely.
This one's coming from Koei Tecmo, developed also by Team Ninja and
they've been
Platinum
busy, man.
Games. And Platinum Games.
Platinum Games, yeah.
I didn't think they worked on good games anymore. This one's called Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah.
It was announced.
Only
with
their
it-
bread and butter flagship.
Yeah.
Team Ninja is so named after Ninja Gaiden, so it's their absolute flagship game.
All right. Let's check out Ninja Gaiden 4's trailer. Because it
go.
came out with a release date as well.
Koei Tecmo.
Watch your back.
I'm surprised to see Platinum Games involved on
Wanted criminal man.
Me
not
too.
a like service
same.
game.
Platinum game. Well, maybe they learned their lesson and they're like, yeah, maybe that president is an idiot and we need to like, not do that.
Yeah, maybe
Because,
not.
They were so good in action-oriented games. They should really get back into that. They had these super stylish action games that everyone loved, and then they drop it all to be like, nope, the future is multiplayer, and then they fail miserably. And I'm like, yeah, maybe stick to what you know and just do really well in it. That everyone loves you for. Why would you drop all of that to pursue something that no one likes? Like, don't be crazy. Dude, look at that. Sweet ninja action. Yeah, Hayabusa is
pretty
back,
cool.
baby.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be so much crash out, so much rage quitting, lots of controllers destroy.
Oh, man.
Sony is gonna be so happy because it's gonna be selling a lot of new controllers.
Oh man, that's cool.
Lots of people are gonna need new monitors from all the TVs destroyed and controllers tossed across the room.
Well, yeah.
Well.
It's coming out on October. October is stacked. October 21st, 2025 for PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series, and PC via Steam and Microsoft Store, and will be available through Game Pass.
Heck yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty good game and all. I mean, it looks great. It's just, man, you remember when Ninja Gaiden was like 2D side-scrolling and looked pretty cool?
Yeah, those were the days.
They could never make a game like that today, though.
Can they?
I don't know. Could they? I don't think anybody would.
Want to take that one too?
Sure. So if you didn't like the 3D Ninja Gaiden, how about a new 2D one? Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, the 2D side-scrolling action platformer, is also coming, and here is the first look at that game.
Yes. It's like the same thing with like the remaster, the enhanced and classic mode. Look, you didn't like 3D? Here's the 2D one.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Heard you didn't like 3D. How about 2D? I mean, if you don't like 2D Ninja Gaiden, then we can't help you. But hey, you have choices.
That's right. Diversify.
Oh, look at that fast pace. Like, oh, it's so.
God.
It's extremely fast paced action, man.
I was gonna say that is like some, like the bullet hell equivalent of a side-scrolling action game.
Yes.
Dang. That is ridiculous. I like it. Oh.
Yeah, you have 2 separate ninjas to choose from.
Ryu Hayabusa or Ryu Hayabusa?
No, it's actually not actually none of them is Hayabusa. The guy's name is Kenji apparently, and lady I didn't catch her name. Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Blah.
I mean, you've seen one ninja, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
Actually,
When is
you've
Mega
seen
Man
one
coming
ninja.
back?
No, you
Never.
didn't.
Mega Man's never coming back. Mega Man's dead. I'm just kidding. We'll see. Look, Capcom's got money. If they want to reboot Mega Man, they can do it any day. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think the money is the issue. I don't think there's enough
Demand.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I mean, you take a look at like, what Kenji Inafune's been doing lately.
Mm-hmm.
Capcom's probably making the right choice.
Yeah, they're gonna need like a brand new team to make like Mega Man, and I don't know how they're gonna do it. So, wait, did you already say when that one's coming out and whatnot?
The 31st of July.
You sure
All
did.
modern
I
platforms.
Just missed it. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Oh no, I
so
didn't say it.
hooked
I don't think I
on-
did.
You
but
did.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Except right now.
Well, I will take this one before Derek claims that I make him read all the horror games. Also,
I would
because I'm-
never claim such a thing unless it were true.
Well, it's not because I'm taking this one.
Okay.
We have a firm release date for the newest Silent Hill game called Silent Hill F that takes place in the Showa era in Japan, and it's an original story written by Ryukishi07, the author best known for the When They Cry series. Take a look at the newest trailer of Silent Hill F.
All right. Let's see what's going on here, because
Peggy 18.
I mean,
Oh, no, wrong game, wrong game.
wait, wrong. Stop. What are you doing? Nope, that's not it. Baku, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
The most professional podcast on all of YouTube.
Also, I think you're missing one video.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you are. You're missing the next one.
Okay, well, I'll fix that after this is done playing the trailer.
Oh my god. This is my day one game. Out of this entire list, this is my day one. I'm gonna stream this day one. Which, if you will, it's gonna be released in September 25th, which is right before Spooktober. So
It'll be there just in time.
Exactly. It's like a week before October. Like, yeah, let's just start Spooktober early, man.
Something about Japanese schoolgirls and horror, just two things that Baku just adores.
Well, more horror games than the other one, but
oh, that's like a mannequin or something.
Mm-hmm. And you know what else I'm excited about this game? This is the we've talked about Konami, right? We've talked about Konami.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, Silent Hill 2 is fantastic. And Derek should go back and play it. But it is a remade title. It is not brand new, right? And the other game that they've shown off is Metal Gear Solid Delta, which again is a remade game, not a brand new game. Where's the
But
brand new
this
game?
is finally a brand new game. Yeah.
This is finally brand new. So if this hits, we have to admit that Konami is in fact back. And I think they have really nailed it here. we'll just have to see the gameplay. But all the things I've seen so far, they've really nailed it in this new IP. Oh, not new IP, new entry.
new entry. Yeah.
I mean, the iconic metal pipe, of course, has to be there. But she also has new weapons, you see? It's not always the metal pipe.
Yeah, I got that Naginata. That's pretty sick.
Derek loves horror games. If we hit 10,000 subscriber, Derek will finish Silent Hill F.
I don't know about that, man.
10,000 though?
Oh man, I mean, 100,000, sure.
100,000.
Gotta set our heights. Gotta set our sights high. I think.
It's true. It's true. All right, this one is coming out on September 25th, 2025, releasing on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Pre-order is now available, so please go and pick that up because I know I am.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll do this next one then.
Yes.
Grasshopper manufacturer led by Suda51 have just announced their newest IP called Romeo is a Dead Man. I think I mean, you really gotta spoil the ending of a play like that?
Oh no, he dies within like the first 5 seconds of like
but
the
spoilers.
trailer.
Baku, come on, buddy. Jeez.
Death
Anyways,
is only the beginning for
the
this.
game features all the insane action that one would expect from Suda51. So let's take a look at the trailer in which, well, who knows what's going to happen in it. I guess Baku knows.
I do. Well, I say the first 5 seconds, more like the first 15 seconds.
1, 2, 3. Hey!
Apparently the current president is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay. I'll get it.
Oh, okay. A little more than 15 seconds. Yes, 16 seconds he dies. See? There you go. He died.
Romeo, listen up. You're gonna die.
This is something Suda51 would put together.
Seriously, don't worry. I made this just in case. The dead gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
It's also got like Rick and Morty thing going on here.
Something going on for sure. What in the
Suda51 is this?
Yeah, what in the Suda51 is this?
You're already half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame.
It's definitely got that random energy, but what is this?
It's a little bit of a tokusatsu, like Masked Rider kind of situation.
The Guyver.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Like, Android, human.
RoboCop.
Yep, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh. It's kind of like No More Heroes, but instead of coins, it's blood. Because it's not on a Nintendo console. Gotta love that. Oh, man. Ultra violent.
Science fiction.
Oh, yeah, with some Suda51-isms there. I dig it. All right. Yeah.
His signature is all over the place. He's not even hiding it.
Oh, no.
It's so good. It's so good.
All right. Well, it's going to launch sometime next year for PS5, the Xbox Series, and PC. So, we got that.
I told you, right? Like any of these titles on a regular day would have been a thumbnail. But no.
Yeah.
And it's not over. We still got a couple of heavy hitter coming.
I know. Jeez. Okay.
Yes. All right. This next one, I am personally the most excited out of all the games in here. I'm the most excited about this one. And it's not even like a hyperbole, not even close. This is my number one most excited, most anticipated game. And we talked about this last December when we were talking about RGG Studios' newest IP, which was then called Project Century. It is now there's a working title for the game now and a new trailer.
Okay.
So let's take a look at the trailer. We'll talk about it.
All right. Yeah, let's do that.
Peggy 18.
Okay. A lot of mature games here, so hopefully y'all are, grown-ups.
I hope you guys are all grown-ups, man. Dude, look at that swag, that noir kind of vibe, right? I love it.
Just a
I used to have one of those
hard-boiled
zippo-lighters.
detective, maybe.
Yeah. He is actually a detective. You have it right on the spot. So this is like
city that never
1940s
sleeps.
Japan.
Tokyo, Japan, 1918.
I think this is
1943.
1943. I think this is Osaka, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, the Dotonbori, like where part of the Yakuza game takes place, but just the
Yeah.
bridge that gives it away. It's like I think this is actually Dotonbori, which is Osaka.
All of that trouble for just some crazy dame. I'm just making stuff up. I don't know. But getting hit by a Molotov cocktail. Dang.
Yeah. Well, that's the Yakuza game.
Yeah. I mean,
Stranger
it
things
would be
has happened.
fine.
Show him no mercy. Woo!
Got a name?
Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then.
I've always loved this like 1940s kind of like noir like look.
So
I'm glad that they decided
are
to
you
do all
then?
that.
Shana.
Well,
俺が知りてえや。
Project Century is now known as Stranger Than Heaven. That's the game's title now.
That's
Stranger Than
sick.
Heaven. I know. I'm so excited for this. This is
man.
I get no hyperbole. This out of all the heavy hitters, this game is my 100% most anticipated game coming. Now, I will say a couple more things. Now, the previous trailer that we saw had the game take place in 1915.
That's what I thought.
And you're not wrong. Now,
Okay.
this trailer is set in the 40s during World War II. So it is actually uncertain at this time if they had just decided, no, we don't want to do like 1915. We changed the time period of the game. Or if the game had intended to cover a long period of time.
That's
We
my
don't know.
thinking.
Yes.
Project Century.
Which would make sense, right? This is
It
like the
would.
ultimate Yakuza prequel. It talks about the entire history of Yakuza from the inception. Wouldn't that be crazy?
It'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's a bunch of Ronin samurai that started like the Yakuza. That's where it started. So
Yeah.
what if they went through this entire thing and talked about it through the wars and then brings you to the modern day and connects it to the Like a Dragon series? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Would that still be a brand new IP though if it did?
I feel like it would be because like Judgment is a new IP, but Judgment
Okay.
is tangentially connected to the Yakuza series. So, but
I
it's not
gotcha.
the Yakuza series. Yeah. So there is no release time frame or platforms announced yet, which it's sad. But I would imagine by looking at the game, I'm gonna say PS5, Xbox Series, maybe Switch 2, and definitely PC. I'm gonna go on a limb, but they have not announced it. But just look at the graphics.
All
I'm
of
like,
the
I
usual
don't know.
suspects.
Yeah, I'm
and who
pretty
knows?
sure. It's,
Maybe even Switch 2. I don't know. Hard to say.
maybe even Switch 2. We'll see. All right, this next
By the
one
way,
I
did
think
you know that
Derek's
came
gonna
out
be super
recently?
excited. Huh? What
I
happened?
said, by the way, did you know that came out recently?
Which one?
I've been
Oh, Switch 2?
Switch 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing people streaming on the Switch 2, so it's definitely out. Yeah,
I know.
like many people streaming on the Switch 2.
I'm just messing around.
This
anyways.
next game, though, I feel like you're gonna lose your mind seeing this next game. I think so.
You think
Let's
so?
see if I'm right about this. Okay.
All right. Well, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Arc System, and Marvel Studio are three names that Baku didn't think to put in the same sentence, but they are working together to bring us a new 4v4 tag fighting game called Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Look at the
think I'm
trailer.
gonna like this one? Huh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Now, whether or not you play the game is another thing, but I
Sure.
think it's going to blow your mind a little bit.
Huh?
This is the show ender for the State of Play, by the way.
Yeah.
This was the last thing they announced.
Was that Beautiful Joe's V? No. Okay, it's a Gundam V. So
It's an Iron Man V now. They completely redesigned all the characters. Look at how great that animation look.
yeah.
Miss Marvel, Spider-Man. It's so clean, these animations. And the design looks so good.
That is pretty sick. That's a gorgeous game, but you're right. I'm probably not gonna play it. I'm not a big Marvel guy, surprisingly.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm not a big Marvel guy. Like, I know some of these characters from like the movies and stuff, which is also
Yeah.
surprising because I don't watch movies. Doctor Doom, let's go.
Uh-huh.
But you cannot. I can't stop looking away from just like the animation. Just
Oh,
the
yeah.
amount of.
I mean, Arc System
freaking
Works, of course.
Magic.
Storm.
Storm looks fantastic. The Storm design looks so good. They completely redesigned all the characters in-house. Well, you know, with Marvel's supervision, of course.
Yeah.
But they completely redesigned it in like the Japanese like anime style, basically. And they look so good. Look at
I know.
Iron Man, the Hulk suit. These ulti scenes. man.
Hellrider.
Yeah. And this is just the initial roster. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to have like at least a couple of DLCs with more characters.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no way this is all the characters.
Oh, no.
This is just the initial roster.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of additional people there. That's for sure.
I'm going
Well, I mean,
to.
that's
I'm
pretty
gonna,
dang cool. It's coming out 2026 for PS5, PC, and Steam. So, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that it's going to be probably Cyclops, Psylocke, Wolverine
Gambit.
for sure.
Gambit. You need Gambit.
You need Gambit, okay, from
yeah.
the X-Men. Because when I see Storm, I like it's not just Storm, and I love Storm, but it's not just Storm. Storm
Right.
implies that X-Men is all game for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which,
and
you
Gambit
know-
is obviously like the cool one from the X-Men.
Yeah. So yeah,
I mean,
I'll
and
expect
probably
them.
Wolverine, you know.
From
And-
Spider-Man, I would expect like Carnage or like Venom to join. I think those
Yeah.
would be pretty good.
Yeah.
And what's the name? I
Deadpool?
expect Juggernaut to show up. Actually, we need to put some villains in there. I expect Juggernaut to show up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I feel like Deadpool became a fan favorite, but I mean, he is kind of a guns
Deadpool.
and katanas kind of guy, so I don't know how that might
Yeah,
work.
no, I could see Deadpool coming in. I mean, especially for DLC, people will pay to play as
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so I'm expecting all those guys to come in. A couple more people from like Avengers. I would definitely expect them to show up. But yeah, this is just Fantastic Four. I'm expecting Fantastic Four to show up in here. Because
Human
I think there's
Torch.
like a new movie coming out too. So like there's no
sure.
way they're not gonna squeeze Fantastic Four in there. So again, as much as I don't know like
I mean, they already
Marvel,
had, like,
I
an
also know
Elastic.
some Marvel.
They already had an Elastic Girl in there, so I think the stretchy guy. I can't remember
Not the
his-
stretchy guy.
Yeah, probably not him. I feel like the Invisible Girl or whatever, she'd probably be really difficult to include
Well,
in the
the
fighting
one
game.
with the fire probably.
Yeah, the Human Torch.
Yeah, Human Torch. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think that's his name,
I
right?
forget their names. Yeah, no, I think it's Human Torch. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not as well versed with the Fantastic Four IP. I'm bigger with like X-Men and like the Avengers stuff.
Yeah.
And
Oh
Spider-Man.
yeah, dude. I mean, they could basically just make it a gotcha at a certain point with all the characters in Marvel.
Don't give them ideas. Oh my god. Yeah, no, they're gonna have Wolverine. They're gonna have Deadpool. That's for sure. So let's move on to the next game. A new announcement from Capcom. Everybody, Pragmata is real and it can hurt you. This game is set in the near future. Pragmata transports players to the moon, where spacefarer Hugh meets android Diana to find themselves in a dangerous situation where they must survive an onslaught of hostile AI in control of the space station. So let's take a look at Pragmata, because we've seen some things from Pragmata before, for many times actually. We've talked about this game so many times.
The name does not ring a bell, though.
Well, because nothing concrete ever like got shown, so there's like nothing to like attach a memory to. But this is a very concrete trailer with like a pretty good, date, like actual gameplay this time. There's actual gameplay this time.
Shaping the line between dreams and reality. We create life for our future.
This is sort of like the backstory. Delphi Corporation.
Yeah. It's like the Umbrella Corp, I'm sure.
Yeah. Sure, they could do no harm.
Or Skynet or whatever.
Yep.
And why are these things trying to kill us?
Why are these things trying to kill us is a great question.
There you are. All better.
You patched me up.
I saw we were looking at the game. We were like, yeah, it looks like Dead Space. It looks like Dead Space with a tiny girl on your back.
They already had something like
on
that.
your back the entire game.
Yeah, I think what you're talking about there is.
I think I can help.
Oh God, what was
Also,
it
she
called?
can help.
With the little sisters.
Yeah. Yes.
And the Big Daddy. Yeah. BioShock. Yeah, it's BioShock in space.
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, this is BioShock in space.
Bypassing first and second firewalls,
Maybe not.
hooking control protocols.
No, I mean it plays more like Dead Space.
Oh, okay.
But I can definitely see where the BioShock thing comes from.
Or why I'm conjuring that in my mind anyway. Yeah, that's cool.
I said I am D.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
He named her. Now he has to keep her. Yeah, they didn't have a definitive time. They're like, it's real. That's why I said Capcom's message is Pragmata is real.
Nice.
It's cute. I love it. I love it. I again, if you need to take your time to make a great game great, just take your time. But I'm really hoping that it's going to be a good one. And quite frankly, I think I will actually play this one. I'm not big on shooters, but third-person shooters I can stand. Just like Resident Evil.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and talk about this one.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to,
sorry. By the way, this game is coming out in 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam. Yes.
All right. Did you want me to talk about this next one, or are you going to handle this next one?
No, you love horror games.
All right, fine. Yeah. Well, so Baku always makes me handle all of the horror games.
That is not true. Categorically false.
Capcom is bringing another heavy hitter. They've just announced the 9th mainline series game in the Resident Evil series. It's called Resident Evil Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The game will take us all the way back to Raccoon City. where the nightmares are all beginning and the girls are pretty. The game will focus on psychological horror and death escaping action. So yeah,
Derek's favorite genre of
take
games.
it back to Raccoon City. Where
Yeah, when he doesn't play RPGs, he's playing psychological horror games. Hope you guys didn't know.
which is to say, I only play RPGs. Unless Baku makes me play them, or you make me play them by subscribing to HitPoint. When we hit 1,000, I'm going back to something.
Silent Hill 2.
Oh yeah, that's the
Going
one.
back to Silent Hill 2 when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Tell your friends about us.
Oh look,
Tell
it's L
everybody.
from
L.
from Death Note.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, that's not him.
I think this is the new protagonist for RE9.
Grace.
Name's Grace.
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
Man, she needs to organize
Lock
that.
your PC. Lock your PC. Lock your PC. Lock your PC. Lock your PC. Okay. Standard government procedure. Lock your PC when you walk away. I don't care if you work in a skiff.
Report you asked for yesterday. It'll be ready in 3.
I would tour her a
No,
new
2
one
days.
if I see someone not locking their PC when they walk away from
We
their
found
desk.
another body. One that exhibits the same pathology
Seriously,
as the
they
other
should,
we're investigating.
Set up some sort of
I need
like
a good technical analyst on this.
And this is the
Bluetooth
FBI.
seat
I mean, come
detector.
on. You're in the intelligence community. You should know better.
But listen, Baku. Like, if it was so high security, wouldn't they have a presence detector connected to like a USB port on the computer that would just automatically lock after you step away?
Also, it's their fault, right?
Yeah. Like, you can't make it.
I know.
The problem with like trying to dummy proof, I guess, things and like leaving it up to the users, they can always make a bigger dummy.
Perhaps it's time for you to face the past.
Derek's favorite.
Is she upside down?
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Chat says this is what she gets for not locking her PC. You don't know this, but Baku is the one who did that to her.
That's right. Lock your PC or else.
Everyone's gone.
Dude,
Seriously,
that's
though, I
that's
feel
the
like-
police station from RE2.
Seriously though,
Now
how
it
hard
looks
would it
like
be to
so
put in some sort of
decrepit.
Bluetooth connected, presence detector, like in the seat, like you stand up, the computer locks.
Yes.
Sure, that wouldn't work for like people who use standing desks, but I'm pretty sure nobody really uses those.
True. February 27th. Ooh, they have an exact release date, and that's what I respect them for. Not this like whenever in 2026 nonsense. There's an actual
Yeah.
date on this, and again, that date is February 27th. Man, I am excited for this, and as is Derek, I'm sure.
The more I think about it, like the more like it seems like it'd be so easy to have like a Bluetooth connected presence detector like in a mat underneath your desk that would just, it would be kind of like a scale, like you could tell when you're like standing on it by the weight, and then you get off of it, and then boom, computer locked. So easy.
How's the copium? Is it working?
I mean, why is that not a thing? Like you would think. You would think
You
it'd be
should
like
invent it. You know what? That's your $1 million idea, Derek. I think you should put it together, put a prototype, and just like
damn
sell it.
shame that I mentioned it on a podcast streaming to
Yep.
dozens
and now
of
someone's
people.
gonna beat us to it. You just gave away millions of dollars, Derek. This could have been
Yeah.
it right here. That was
All
our big break.
Well, Anyways, on to HitPoint. Yeah, the game looked kind of neat, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, beautiful, but it's also a Silent Hill game, Resident Evil game.
Resident Evil, yeah.
Wow, Silent Hill and Resident Evil at the same, like, was that at the same state of play, like, Sony thing?
No. So Resident Evil actually came out on the Summer Game Fest.
Oh.
It was the show closer for Summer Game Fest Live was Resident Evil Requiem. Silent Hill was talked about in the state of play, so like a different day, like 2 days prior. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, man, I know that there Avalanche Reviews Jared got to be so stoked right now.
This guy is stoked. I mean, I'm stoked. Don't get me wrong. Like, just because, Stranger Than Heaven is my number one most anticipated, I'm stoked about all these other games too. So I don't want to like undermine that feeling, because boy, I'm a longtime RE fan, personally. Not huge, but I have played all the like recent remakes, and I'm just like falling in love with it all over again. Speaking of being a big fan, though, I am a huge fan of this upcoming game, and I am contractually obligated to play it once it's released. But let me take it back for a second. First of all, I want to admit that I've lost the bet on this one.
Oh, really?
I bet someone a can of Coke that Persona 6 would be announced first, but no, we got Persona 4 R, and the R stands for Revival. That's right. The newest teaser trailer for Persona 4 Revival. Here it is. Let's take a look. Yeah, I lost the bet. I bet someone a can of Coke. Like, literally. I'm like, oh, P6 is going to come out soon. First. I lost.
So what's funny is I told Amy that they announced a Persona 4 remake, and her first word was, why?
I mean, you and I both know P4 is coming, so this is not a surprise to me.
Oh, yeah.
But I do like seeing it, though.
Uh-huh.
This is just a teaser trailer, guys. Don't expect too much from it. I think like a longer, fuller trailer is going to come out later. Like maybe in the next month, like we'll see something bigger.
Tokyo
maybe
Game
TGS,
Show, maybe.
Actually. Maybe TGS will see like a fuller trailer.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So,
but hey.
pretty sick. Yeah, my first thing Amy said, though, why? I was like, well, here's why. Here's why. It's like, it's a game that was released on PlayStation 2, and it was, remade on the Vita, but nobody had a Vita. And then it was ported to the Nintendo Switch eventually and PC. It's nice. And she's like, well, why aren't they making Persona 5? And I said, well, they did make a Persona 5 a couple times. And she said, okay, well, why aren't they making Persona 6? And I said, well, I'm sure that they are. And she's like, well, they should make Persona 7 then.
Amy, you're asking way too much of Atlas. Please scale it down a bit.
But it's funny because, I mean, I'm like, you know what, Amy? There's a lot of people who are going to say the exact same thing that you just did.
True.
And so here's why.
Where's P7? Come on.
But here's why they're making Persona 4 Remake and Persona 3 Remake is because, like, their A team was, like, working on Metaphor Refantasio for a while. And now that team's probably working on Persona 6. But, you might have wanted to play something else of theirs in the meantime. So here's something that the B team has been putting together.
And listen,
not to like be derogatory or anything, but
no, absolutely not. But I feel like Metaphor was worth it, though. Like, I know we're all waiting for P6, but Metaphor was worth it. It was such an amazing game and an amazing experience, and I still think it's one of the best games to have come out in so long. Like, it's so good. Play Metaphor if you guys haven't played Metaphor. It is a pretty long game, and it's shorter than most Persona and more forgiving than most Persona affairs. But a great game nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm bored too, and chat says now is the time for the B team to remaster 1 and 2. I would be
I don't think
so
that's
happy.
gonna happen.
I would be so
I
happy.
personally do not think they're ever gonna touch 1 and 2 again.
Well, they need to do 1, 2, and 2.
yeah, they need to 1, 2, and 2 again. So-
Well, I mean, because there's 2 Innocent Sin and 2
Yeah.
Eternal Punishment.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I don't think they'll
Innocent
ever
Sin.
touch it.
Oh, it was good. It was really good. It's more of a traditional,
Yeah.
I will say that it is Innocent Sin has some of the best interpersonal like character development that I've experienced in a RPG, like up to that point when I played it. Because like I feel like because it doesn't have any of that social link stuff. I would not want them to implement that in Persona 2 and 1. At least I wouldn't put it front and center like they do with the modern Personas, but like, man, they really ought to. So, anyways, point was before they like split all of the timelines essentially with what you can do, they were really good at like creating characters and like developing them and interpersonal relationships. But like when the protagonist can establish bonds and friendships with just about anybody, nothing is canon, so they can't like develop any specific scenes that like really rely on those things. So yeah, that's all I really had to say about that. That was some top tier Atlas stuff.
Yeah. No, what I do see them doing though, like maybe in the near future, is remastering all 3 and put them into a single bundle for people to buy. I see that as a more likely scenario than for them to remake all 3 games.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't see it. The modern Persona started at 3, so they remade 3. Like that's the formula that works, that people associate to Persona.
I think that I would want to see them rather do that with SMT 1, 2, and If.
That
for
would be
the
interesting.
Super Famicom, because I mean they're pretty different games, but they're all pretty short. So you could combine that into a single package, I think.
Ooh, I can see that. Yeah,
and that you'd have enough to like work with because it all takes place in like a 1990s, Tokyo, Japan. I want to say somewhere in Japan, but it's like a post-apocalyptic Japan. And anyways, SMT If is what leads into the Persona series, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I mean, they're sitting on a ton of money that's just waiting to be, retrieved, right? Like,
yeah. All right. Well, anyways, sorry, that's way off.
Yeah. Anyways, back to this game though. Obviously, that was just a teaser trailer. Again, don't expect anything crazy until like a month or so from now. I would say there is no release time frame as of yet, and currently it is being developed for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam, which I feel like we've said many times today. It's like PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Like, where's Switch 2? It's like Switch 2 is getting no love from these announcements right now.
Well,
but
yeah, probably because Switch 2 is going to have its own Nintendo Direct here pretty soon.
Oh, you know what? That's probably what's happening, guys. So, if there is going to be a new Nintendo Direct that we catch wind of, we'll be sure to let you guys know. And with that, that's the end of our game announcements. Time for some industry news, because the news isn't quite over yet. There are news that doesn't necessarily link to a game that we can show you, but we can certainly talk about some industry news. Are you ready for some industry news, Mr. Derek?
I'm ready for some industry news.
All right. So this first one here, I think you will find it very interesting. Maybe to get you to play some of these games, because I think maybe this is one of those series that you haven't played a lot of, and maybe this can help you. So, some time ago, we've talked about how Bamco wants to bring more Tales games remaster, right? So they remaster games like Symphonia and what is it? What's that other one that was on Xbox?
No, gosh, I can't remember it. Graces? No.
No, well, they did remaster Graces F recently. That was the most recent one that got released. That was the most recent re-release. There was another one in the back of my mind that
Vesperia?
I can't. No, it's dang.
Could be anything.
Tales games titles. Vesperia. Sorry, yes, it is Vesperia. Yeah, so it's Vesperia. So these are all these like remasters coming out, but they had said before that they look to do more of these remasters, and really just bring it to modern, standards, right?
Yeah,
so. This is kind of an announcement of an announcement, which is to say that it's kind of nothing, but we are expecting them to announce another remaster project this summer. Do we know what it is right now? We don't know. If you have any guess, you should definitely leave them in the comments.
I think it would make sense for them to do Fantasia. Just do the original.
Fantasia? Have they not remastered and released Fantasia already?
Not recently. I mean, I know that they've remade it once already. Like, wait, Tales of... Wait, I'm thinking... Yeah, Tales of Fantasia. That's the original Super Nintendo one that was ported to PS1.
Not original? Oh, wait, sorry. Was Fantasia not available on Steam already? Because that's the whole point, is they want to bring these games to Steam and stuff and modern platforms. So if it's already on a modern platform, then it probably won't check. I think it's The Abyss, to be honest with you. I like it, as much as I didn't like The Abyss, a lot of people loved it.
Fantasia's not on there.
Tales of Fantasia. Not on there.
It's not on Steam.
Interesting. Well, Fantasia is another good candidate, I think. Like, I mean, what better way?
It's the one I've played, so that's the one I care about.
Yeah, Fantasia. Destiny 2, and not Eternia. I mean Destiny 2, like the one that never got released in the States. That might be interesting. Like the actual sequel to Destiny, like a connected story and everything. Yeah, but I in the back of my mind, I'm really thinking Abyss. Like if I have to put money on it, I think it's Tales of the Abyss. It is very popular. It has not been remastered yet, and it's just kind of like ready to be ported to.
Tales of Destiny would be great.
That's what I'm saying. Destiny and Destiny 2.
Oh, did you say that? Okay, I was doing that thing where I hear something, think it's my own idea, and then just say it in my voice.
That's okay. That's a content creator.
All right. But listen to this. What if they did Tales of Destiny and Tales of Destiny 2?
Yeah, Destiny and Destiny 2.
Way better idea.
Way better idea. Definitely.
Okay.
All right. So that's the first piece of industry news. I'm excited. I like the Tales series, and I would love to see more of these games be brought on. Call it game preservation. Call it whatever you want. Just I want them to be more available. There's also a
double dipping.
Yeah, there's also a lot of Tales games that were like stuck behind like a 3DS or a DS that like never got ported.
Yeah.
So like, some of those like Tales of I think
PSP.
Innocence. Yeah. Stuff like that. So like Rebirth. I would love to see those like come to a more modern platform as well. So hey, we'll see what they've got for us. And if you like these, definitely support it, because at the end of the day, you vote with your wallet, and that's all they really care about. Is if you buy it, then they know to give you more of these things. But if they see that no one's buying it, they're not going to spend any more efforts on it because they see that no one's interested, right? That's just how it is. All right, next up, we've got some great news over at Tango Gameworks. So we had, so remember last time we talked about them getting like basically thrown away into the garbage disposal by Microsoft.
I remember.
And then
they're saying like, oh yeah, we need some heavy hitting like lightweight games.
Just 2 days before.
Yeah.
Or something like that, or the day before. They had just said that, and then like the next day they're like, the entire studio is fired, gone, get out of here, pack your stuff. We don't have the money for it. We're Microsoft. But just before they hit the blade, Krafton, a Korean company, had bought out the studio and kept some of the staff at least. And now Tango Gameworks is reopened, and they are working on a new IP, and they're recruiting staff for it. So that's the great news. I'd love to see it. And not like Krafton is just buying up the IP situation and forget you guys. Like, let's
the whole
like
studio.
Fingers crossed that they are really trying to make good use of these talents and not like, trying
Just
to buy
buying the
IP.
name and like
buying the name,
treading the corpse around like Magnavox or whatever.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, better than what EA would have done, right?
Yeah.
Or what Microsoft did do. Yeah, and then speaking of Korean studio, next up we've got news over from Shift Up, the folks who made Stellar Blade. So remember, Derek, we talked about how they are looking to do like a Stellar Blade 2, right?
Yeah.
Follow up within like the next like 2-3 years.
Uh-huh.
And also the other piece of news was at the end of that roadmap that they showed the shareholder, there was something called Project Witches, right? And that's sort of like the last thing on their roadmap. Well,
Okay.
Project Witches is now called Project Spirits. That they have officially announced, like, yes, as a matter of fact, this is a thing, and it's actually now we're going to call it Project Spirits, and they're recruiting development staff for it. So that is coming. It's going to
Nice.
be the new flagship IP from Shift Up, and I'm excited for them because these are these like coming up studios that have set up some pretty big hitters that are threatening like the balance of the like industry, and I'd love to see what other stuff they can bring out to really sort of like send these old guards into panic mode, and I'd love to see it because that's the only way to keep the competition alive.
Yep. Pretty
You know?
much. I
Yeah.
mean,
Like,
you
say
rest
what
on
you
your
want about-
laurels long enough, someone's gonna start eating your dinner.
Exactly. Like, say what you want about Stellar Blade and the outfits and, the booty or whatever. Dude, by all accounts, that game plays really good. That's the thing. Like, I know the other things have your attention, but the game plays really good. And we can't ignore that, right? And it's sold really good. We also cannot ignore that.
Yeah.
We'll see what Shift Up's got, wrapped underneath. But they are hiring new developers. So if you're a developer and you're interested in working for Tango Gameworks or Shift Up, they are hiring. All right. And the last piece of news, speaking of old guards, Koei Tecmo and Gus will be hosting a new live stream on June 13th at 9 p.m. Japan time. So that probably means like June 12th. 9 a.m. instead in Eastern time. But I'm just giving you what they sent out to announce the release details of the newest Atelier game that we've actually talked about before. They've sent out like a teaser trailer some time ago, and the game is called Atelier
Resleriana.
Resleriana. The Red Alchemist and the White Guardian. Okay, so this game is actually based on the mobile game of the similar title. It is still Atelier Resleriana, but not the Alchemist, the Red Alchemist and the White Guardian. This is different. So it's based on that same world with the same characters, but it's a completely new story. It's a completely first-person play experience. No gacha, no online, anything. It's just like a regular Atelier game, first-player RPG, and the bit of the title that's changed is the Red Alchemist and the White Guardian. We'll find out more on this live stream. And again, the time is June 13th, 9 p.m. Japan time, and you can watch it on YouTube, and we'll have the link in the description so that if you want to watch this live stream, which I would imagine will be in Japanese, you can certainly do so through the link.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Now, before we wind down, let's take a look at some of the comments that we got from last week, and respond to any super chats that might have come in. I don't know if we had any, but
Just have one.
Oh yes, we did have one from Dude Man Dude Bro. I'm sorry, Bro Dude Man Bro says I love you, Baku. All right. From last week, we had some questions or comments rather that came in. So I'll go ahead and respond to this one first here from Little Legendary Games. Says, hey all, Kendall here, game director for Shade Protocol. That's, by the way, guys, do you remember Shade Protocol? That was the game last week that
super
absolutely
cool looking
blew me away.
Platformer.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say thanks for showing our trailer and for the super kind words. We're getting overwhelmed by positive feedback, and it's incredibly incredible to see. Really appreciate all you supporting indies like this.
Heck yeah.
Heck
yeah. That split screen where they did this like mechanics where they do the split screen on like the 3D platform, and then like you can jump over
so
and then
cool.
it comes back. Yeah, that mechanic looks so cool. And I was like,
How did they do
my
that?
God. How did they do that? You know what? You know how we can answer that question? We bring them on to HitPoint and just ask them point blank, how did you do that? They explain it and we're like, all right, see you later. Questions answered. Goodbye, Kendo. Thanks for coming in. No,
worst
we would
interview
love
ever.
to have you come by, Kendo.
That would be great.
Thank you so much. Next up, we've got two comments from folks who worked on Colossus Eternal Blight. One from One Such Rustic Panda Games says, dude, I'm so honored that Colossus Eternal Blight made it to your stream. Your reactions made me so happy. Thank you so much. Your reaction, Derek, made him so happy. And also we've got a Isami J audio lead for Colossus Eternal Blight here. Really happy to see you like the trailer. Thanks so much for your excitement and hype, dude. Thank you guys for making a game to get us all excited and hype.
I know. Okay.
We've done nothing but yap about your game. You guys are doing the hard work. You kidding me? Like,
right? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get hands on. I'm going to have to play Colossus because
talk to us.
I mean, that's like my favorite kind of like action RPG. Like just straight up, the pinnacle of the genre is the 2D style. So heck yeah, let's make that work. Next up from Something Classic, probably one of the Tylers or something, I don't know. Said, thank you for shouting out Quartet. Much appreciated.
Yeah, which Tyler wrote this? That's our question. Thank you guys. Next up, not from the developers now, from Jesterberg 5282, who said, so many games I hadn't seen before. That rarely happens. Wishlisted so many afterwards. I know, and you're welcome. That also happens to me before every show. As I'm writing the docket, the other thing that I do is I go straight to my what is it called, Steam, and I wish list a bunch of games. Like as I'm writing the show, I'm wish listing games at the same time. So yeah, and as soon as it comes out, I'll see it and I'll pick it up. It's this show has not done my bank account any favor, I think. Yeah, I don't even have an excuse. Like we have a whole show where we talk about these games. I can't even fringe ignorance. Like, I didn't know this came out.
Right?
Like, no, you talked about it.
But we've legitimately, though, I know we've talked about so many RPGs that it's so easy to like mistake one for the other or like let one slip through the cracks. It's hard, so you have to wishlist them.
Yes.
So this next one comes from old time viewer,
Hey.
time viewer, dude. I know I think I've been chatting with this guy on Twitch chat, maybe even YouTube chat when I streamed on YouTube. Anyways, Pimp Jira says I'll keep an eye out for this. Hang on, let me try this again. I'll keep an eye out for a lot of this stuff, but of all of the new games, I'm most intrigued by Tactics Returners.
It looks
even
good.
though I hate the title. He says, same goes for Seed of Nostalgia, which I'm looking forward to. It was nice to watch HitPoint again. Been missing
Yay.
it for a bit, and I'm pretty sure I was late, at least in the first 500, subbed before these stopped going up on the Super Derek channel.
Thank you.
Ah, man, it's been awesome to see some longtime viewers hanging around.
Heck yeah.
And then from Racer X90, who says, I need a second job to pay for the flood of interesting RPGs. So do I.
All of us are having a little hard time struggling here. Keep
little
up.
yeah, dude, it's so many.
Tiny.
And it's probably even worse today. like man, there's so many good looking games.
Boy,
But
today's show was packed. What was your favorite out of all these? Like the thing that you're like, ooh, I'm gonna need to play that.
oh, the one that I'm definitely gonna need to
Like,
play.
I need
I mean,
that in your life right now.
it's such a cop out, but like I know I'm gonna have to play through Persona 4 again.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know that that's going to be a thing,
Mm-hmm.
but let's see. Let me look back through some of these because I know the Scott Pilgrim one. That one stole my
Pilgrim.
attention.
Yeah.
Mina the Hollower. That was a heck of a strong opener.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. The Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, yeah, I'll probably want to check that one out because that's like a good time too. But Digimon Story, Time Stranger had me caring. They had another chance to make me care, and I think I care a little bit now.
Oh yeah.
Romeo was a dead man with Suda 51. Man, picking just one. I'm looking back through these. My God, I don't even know, man. It's so many.
I know, right?
It's easy to say like Persona 4 Revival though because I know it's like the sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
For me, I'm gonna surprise some folks. Like I already said that I'm the most excited for Stranger in Heaven, so let's not count that one. And
Sure.
also Silent Hill F that I said I would day one the game, like for sure this year. So aside from those two, Beast of Reincarnation from Game Freak.
Yep.
I cannot believe I'm saying this, but
Totally out of
the
left field.
Game Freak game has got me very excited and see what they're able to do. And she has a loyal canine companion. I'm a huge dog lover.
For
so
real.
I'm like, I'm sorry, you have a canine companion that you can play and fight with you? Okay, I'm sold. Done. Like,
Yeah.
give it to me.
It is wild to me and insane, I think, that yeah. It feels I'm still speechless when I think about Game Freak doing this. It feels like some sort of 4D chess move that says
Yeah.
like it says like the Pokemon company is the problem, not us.
Oh, and the game is not set to be available on the Switch 2, which is a kind of a slap in the face to them. It's just, I
mean,
don't know what's
they've
going
been getting
on.
a lot of flack for a while from people who know that Pokemon games should be better than they are.
Yeah.
And I mean, this has to be some sort of, oh man.
Yeah,
You know, like
Game
the other
Freak's
day I was saying,
developer, right? But
Yeah.
I forgot to mention who the publisher is. Actually, I didn't write down who the publisher is, which is my fault.
Yeah.
But the publisher is not Nintendo. I'll say that now.
Oh, sure.
For sure, it's not Nintendo because
because if it was, it'd be
Yeah.
on Switch 2 or something, right?
Yeah, or exclusive to Switch 2 even, knowing Nintendo. But yeah, no, it's not any kind of Nintendo subsidiary. Like, no, this is a completely different publisher altogether with Game Freak.
Yeah.
So,
Weird.
We'll see what happens with that one. I am so excited that Game Freak is doing this. So that's the one for me to watch.
All right. Well, guys, it has been a pleasure to stream for you all today. I hope that you enjoyed today's show. If you did, give it a like, give us a sub or something. When I hit 1,000, I'll scream on stream when I play more Silent Hills 2 stuff.
Yes.
Great.
We're at
Love it.
914. We just need 80.
Will you be 915?
Will you be 916? Will you be the part of the first 1,000 club? The prestigious 1K
Highly
club.
prestigious. All right.
And the club is spelled with
But
a
not to
K.
draw it out too long. So, have a great night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Good
We'll see you
night.
guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your night. And where's the button? Here we go. Bye.
Bye-bye.